Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here again, to see all of you again, once a year. Thanks for coming to SEMIC 2019. Thanks, first of all, to Anna-Maja. Dear Anna-Maja, if you follow us by web streaming, we miss you here very much. Thanks to Sami for taking your place so honorably. And thanks to the whole Finnish Presidency for hosting us in this beautiful environment. And also thanks to the ISA² team organizing the conference here. I was feeling when I walked to the conference hall this morning, this feeling of, wow, this is what it's like. I miss Stockholm on days like this. Beautiful colors, crisp air, really, really nice. So I feel at home. It's a very nice feeling to start this beautiful conference day. Now, this year is already the 9th edition of the SEMIC conference. Time flies. Huh? We started in Brussels in 2011. And since then, SEMIC has become a very well-established event with a large community around it. I recognize many of you, and so many have come from the very beginning. I talked last year to somebody who had been at every single SEMIC conference, and we always have new participants as well. So this is really, really exciting. There you are, exactly. Very good. So, this is not a surprise that we have this community so well soldered together, so enthusiastic and sticking together, because we are really doing things here. The core of SEMIC, a data-driven digital public administration fueled by semantic interoperability, is more relevant than ever. It is not an exaggeration to say today that we are living in a world shaped by digital technologies. We have our smartphones and laptops always at hand, and they help us communicate with others, to help us work and to have fun. But what we do not have time for is filling in forms and going to the administrations. We want things to happen as simply with our public services as we have with our devices, especially when we do things that are more important than actually the administration, like buying a car or moving or having a child or something else exciting in our lives. Now, technologies have changed the way we live, and together with that, we have developed different needs and expectations when it comes to public services. And public administrations do have to adapt to that, or will be outdated. It's not for nothing that in some parts of the world, they call, in New Zealand, for example, they say the invisible government. I think that's a very, very nice term. It shouldn't be seen, it should just be there. The services should just be there for everybody to come as automatic as possible. Now, it's important to say that a lot of good work has already been done on the digital transformation of the public sector in the EU. We have strategic roadmaps such as the European e-Government Action Plan and the European Interoperability Framework. We also have the commitment of the EU countries, as expressed in the Ministerial Tallinn Declaration, to follow up on these strategies. And we have adopted important legal texts such as the eIDAS regulation, the Single Digital Gateway, much discussed, but very important, and the Open Data Directive to push this work ahead. The ISA² Programme, Connecting Europe Facility, and other initiatives are helping us implement the goals we have set for ourselves. And the Commission itself, I'm heading the informatics department of the Commission, and we have set ourselves to committed to the same goals, to the digitalization efforts as well. Our president-elect has actually set as a target, as a priority for the coming 5 years, to digitalize the Commission. That's a big one. It's a big one, and we are super happy to have it on paper, really. And we feel it also in the work of the new Commission coming up. This is a good start for us. We started already last year with a digital strategy that was adopted in November. Digital strategy for the Commission, that's also a first. It has been tried before, but the Commission came to a maturity level where this was possible to do. Now everybody's behind it, there's traction for it. We're driving it from business, really. So we have a lot of people on board for the drive of this strategy and for the actions in it. So what it means is we aim for a Commission that is digitally transformed, user-focused, and data-driven, which you all recognize as your goals as well. We will use new ways of working as well as emerging digital technologies to make the Commission even more effective, transparent, secure and efficient. And of course, interoperability is at the core of our strategy. For us, there is no other way than being interoperable for the benefit of citizens, businesses, public administrations and the Commission itself. So let's look a bit at the future, because the ISA² Programme is no longer there in the next MFF. We have transformed it into a part of the Digital Europe Programme, which is the new programme for digital in the next multi-annual framework and the next programming period. This programme as a whole will aim at increasing the digital capacity in Europe together with the member states. So that's why it's a new context. It's a new, it's paired with other instruments that want to do the same things. So we are in a more global context in the Digital Europe Programme, and we are very, very excited about this. A part of the programme will fund the deployment and use of digital capacities and interoperability. As you know, well, many of you have been involved in the actual discussions around the transition from the ISA² Programme to the DEP Programme, so you know what this is all about. But as the recent positive results on the interim evaluation confirmed, ISA² plays a central role in improving the interoperability landscape in the EU. So we think it's really, really important to continue these actions. And the new programme gives us the opportunity to think about what the role of interoperability should be in the future. Under Digital Europe, we can build on ISA² achievements and further develop successful interoperability solutions. And by the way, you can have your say in this. You can give your input for the first 2 years of the Digital Europe Programme in the ongoing consultation. There are still a few days left until the 25th of October. Please, please, please go and give your views on this. It's very, very important to us. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have come to the Finlandia Hall for a conference on semantic interoperability. The topic is about data, how to produce, manage, exchange, publish, consume and exploit data. In the previous years, the SEMIC action, one of the success stories of the ISA², developed various data specifications that make it easier to find or exchange data. For example, the Trentino region in Italy uses the ISA² core vocabularies to better promote local events. Or the DCAT application profile, which makes it possible to search member states' data portals through the European data portal. And these are just a few examples of the good work that has been done. Yes, semantic interoperability is a rather technical topic. It sounds very technical when you say it, but it really does stuff. If you think about it in the context of digitalization efforts in the EU, it is absolutely essential to continue this work and to even intensify it to bring tangible results at European, national, regional and local level. And as Sami said, it's this mutual exchange and exchange of experience and feeding of the work that takes us forward. From framework theory models to pilots to real work. Now we're at the real work stage, which is really tangible in the way we interact with each other. And this year's SEMIC conference is a big step forward in the same direction. The theme, linking data spaces for citizens, was not selected by accident. For the benefit of Europeans, we want to explore how to exchange information between public administrations in a cross-border, cross-domain, and semantically rich manner, without forgetting the once-only principle or data protection. And this theme also includes important keywords that we should keep in mind when working on the digital transformation of the public sector. One of them is data, as we need our administrations to be data-driven to strengthen public sector intelligence. Another keyword is citizens, for putting citizens first and involving them through cooperation, co-creation in designing public services. And that is a key opportunity for improving public sector availability, quality and efficiency. And we cannot forget linking enabled by interoperability. Only when they are linked can all the parts of the system work together across Europe. So during this conference, we will have the opportunity to learn a lot about good examples of linking data space for citizens. You will hear how organizations such as the European Court of Auditors and the OECD and the city of Helsinki approach this issue. We look at real use cases. We will discuss actual cross-border exchanges of information, as well as the link with new technologies such as artificial intelligence. So it's a very rich program, and we are a very vibrant community. We see from year to year how we move one step forward towards implementation to the real stuff. Again, this is where things happen. So continue to bring this work forward in the same spirit, please. Use the breaks for the cross-community networking. Enjoy your day. Go forward richer in knowing how to do this together, how to produce the public services that citizens deserve in Europe. So I wish you a very fruitful day. Thank you.